Hi, welcome to Talking About. I'm JC Alvarez, and we're very lucky to have in our studio today Soce, the Elemental Wizard.
Hello, hello. I'm excited to be here.
Now you just got a new album that's coming out, right?
That's right.
It is called
Master of Fine Arts.
Master of Fine Arts. Now, in case our audience isn't aware exactly of the type of artist that you are a rap performer.
Yes.
Yes.
The full name is Soce, the Elemental Wizard, but it would have been hard to fit it up on the screen because it's a lot of letters and characters. So this is my third album,
Right.
Master of Fine Arts, and it will be up on iTunes and all that, so hop on over.
And how did you sort of like get started in pursuing rap? Were you always, sort of an aficionado of rap music? Because it's kind of like, it's a different kind of thing for someone of your background.
What are you trying to say? You think I'm not street or something?
I'm not making any judgments at all. I'm just saying it's unique. Your style of rap is unconventional,
Yeah.
in a sense.
Well, I grew up in New Hampshire.
Okay.
And even though in New Hampshire, we were close
Say
to
that again.
Boston.
Say that again.
New Hampshire.
New Hampshire.
You like that? I don't even know what kind of accent it is. I call it fake Brooklyn. But, so I'm from New Hampshire, but Boston was only an hour away, so I'd listen to the radio, the hip-hop radio stations there, and I was always a fan of the hip-hop music, and, it spoke to my problems that I faced as a kid growing up, needing to wake up at 6:30 in the morning, practicing my violin. It was a tough life, so the hip-hop really got me through that, trying to live up to all my siblings and all that, real struggles that all rappers go through.
Now, when was the first time that you actually knew that you had this gift for hip hop?
When I was in junior high, I wrote a song called "Help Make the Violence End."
Okay.
Because a lot of fighting happening at Kensington Elementary School, on the kickball fields. It was madness. So I got in a fight in 6th grade. So I had a whole verse about he knocked my basketball out, and I had to push him down and give him a noogie, and it was pretty intense.
Oh, that's great. Now, there is. I have to also bring this up because it's like you not only are a rapper but you also do some comic work, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I represent a lot of comedy shows, which is always fun because it'll be a lot of stand-up comedians, and then they'll be like, in this next act. Normally they're like, listing all the TV shows and movies,
right.
And for me, they'll be, this next act was spent all day playing video games, and now he's here at the club. And they're like, all right. And he's not going to do stand-up.
He's gonna sing for you.
Yeah, so, people are always like, what is he doing here? So, but then I do the rap, and they keep inviting me back. Someone does, so the invisible hand of fate keeps pulling me along.
And 3 albums later, we have your latest work. Now, how does this one differ from your 2 previous albums? Which your first one was called Soce the Elemental Wizard. This is your first album.
It was called I'm in my own world.
Right. And how has the music sort of transitioned from then to now?
Well, I wrote I'm in my own world, my first album. A lot of it I wrote during college and right after college when I was still in New Hampshire.
Right.
So the songs are more sort of like fun, relaxing. The original me, I was like young with this can-do attitude. And then when I moved to New York, I actually joined the hip-hop circuit.
Okay.
It was like a lot of battling, a lot of toughness. So that was when I wrote the Lemonade Incident, which has a lot more intense stuff, because
yes, and we can tell from the album cover.
Yeah,
there's a certain amount of intensity.
I'm like, yeah. Do you want to step to this?
I'm a damn hot hip hop artist.
Exactly. So that was like, because basically everyone was always like in this hip hop world, they always want to fight you, they want to punch you, stab you. But I was like, I can't really claim to want to do that to people. So my tactic was, I want to intensely have sex with you. So I have like.
Which then of course begs the next question, because you are openly gay.
That is true.
An openly gay MC rapper.
Yes.
And that's also another hurdle, sort of like to to cross, because there aren't a lot. We don't, in the community, we don't tend to associate hip hop often with the gay community. But you're not the only hip hop artist. I mean, there's Caswell. There's lots of other artists that do hip hop as well.
Yes. There's actually like a huge group of them. Within just the last few years, all of a sudden, a ton of them popped up. You got Last Offense, Benny E, Bone and Tell, Cat Eyes, Lester Green.
I'm sweating already.
And
just hearing these names are making me sweat.
They're all sexy.
Oh, that's great. So even in the community itself, there's a lot of support within the gay community for artists who are going in this direction. That's really fantastic to hear. Now, is your music, because I was looking at a couple of the track names. It's not necessarily just speaks to the gay community. Not necessarily.
No, it's really meant for the crossover.
Right.
A lot of songs, like one of my classic hits is called Work/Play. And the chorus is, I hate doing work, but I love playing games. And I just repeat that over and over, and people go wild. And you don't have to be gay to be lazy, pretty much. I think most people are.
Well, we tend to all be overachievers.
Yeah.
In the arts and stuff. Now, we do have a clip, right?
Yes.
So once I get the go-ahead that we're going to go to that clip, and that clip is ready, to show you in your performance.
And they all call me Soce, Soce, and they all call me Soce, Soce, and I wouldn't ever wanna have it any other way. And they all call me Soce, Soce, and they all call me Soce, Soce, and I wouldn't ever wanna have it any other way. Oh.
You're a stupid duty monster.
No, I'm not. I'm a wizard.
More like a poop wizard. You're so stupid.
Someday.
Soce, come and eat.
In a minute.
Oh, and another one. Yeah, and another one. Come on, yeah, yeah. And they all call me Soce. And they all call me Soce. I'm the elemental wizard, baby, yeah. They call me Soce. And I'm going to say I'm very crispy, like a creme brulee. Hard with an edge like matzo and cheese. There's no running away, cause I'm locking the keys. You be safe enough in assuming I'm harmful. I'm slipping away and I'm losing my marbles. After doing 10 to 20 shows a month for about 3 people a piece, I need a release. It's just that I'm addicted to jumping around like an idiot. I got enough energy to keep the whole city lit. Ultimately, I'm just a really silly kid. At least I'm not lip syncing like Milli Vanilli did. I hate it when my tape skips, my DVD doesn't play. Everything is makeshift. My world's collapsing. I'm totally grasping at straws, but I'ma pull through despite my flaws. They all call me Soce, and they all call me Soce, and I wouldn't ever wanna have it any other way. And they all call me Soce, and they all call me Soce. I'm the elemental wizard, baby, yeah. And I'm always laughing, smiling up for having the fun time, grabbing the frisbee, passing, doing laps in the sunshine. So drink an iced tea or a bottle of Wondermint, sip politely and ask where the summer went. I got so many acquaintances that the maintenance can cause me to pull up bait and switch, but then again, everybody in the city's got busy lives. If you're sitting at home, then that's so uncivilized. So lean to the side, slap your knee, shake someone's hand, happily make a new friend. I got so excited when I saw you earlier on Pops. My flirting was non-stop. I'll probably come off as crazy in love with you. I try to keep it chill, don't wanna be a bugaboo. Do people still say that? For real though, I'm laid back. I just wanna make tracks in the key of A flat. They all call me Soce, and they all call me Soce, and I wouldn't ever wanna have it any other way. And they all call me Soce, and they all call me Soce. I'm the elemental wizard, baby. And they all call me Soce, and they all call me Soce, and I wouldn't ever wanna have it any other way. And they all call me Soce, and they all call me Soce. I'm the elemental wizard, baby. And I wouldn't ever wanna have it any other way.
And that, of course, was your video for the Elemental Wizard. And that was that from your first album?
This is actually from Master of Fine Arts. It's the lead single, They Call Me.
That's great. That's really you have a lot of fun doing the.
Yeah. Well, I'm very lucky because I have all these amazingly talented comedian friends who really stepped their game up. And we figured most people, when they make music videos, they want to be like, oh, I'm so hot, I'm so sexy. But we figured we would do it, you know, with the retirement home scene. We would sort of like go a different direction, like I'm so old and I'm awesome.
Well, you want to be authentic to yourself because, I mean, as an artist, you want to be authentic.
Yeah.
You know, we do want to let everyone know out there that the phone lines are open. If you want to give us a call, at 718-460-9802. If you have any questions or comments for our guests, please feel free to call in, and you know, by all means. And it's really kind of interesting in how you're saying how, you know, your album is going to drop and it's going to be available on the internet, or it's going to be available as a CD and on the internet. Now, are you finding that you're sort of transitioning into this world where music is becoming more easily accessible? Because I'm assuming you're an independent artist.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's kind of like, what's that process like been for you?
It's sort of all over the place. Now that I have stuff on iTunes, I get regular downloads every week, which is nice.
So people actually listen to your music.
Believe it or not, you know, some of my top downloads are tracks from the Lemonade Incident, I Am So Gay, and Sucking Dick is another very popular one. But now that this
And there
new
is a
one-
parental advisory
Exactly.
on it, just, you know, just so people know. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna put this one right here because I really like this album cover. I mean, it's
Yeah, you know, it's downloading it is nice, but if you buy it, then you can hold it, look at it, whatever.
And the new album also has a DVD feature, right?
Yes.
Okay, so it's gonna have videos on there.
All sorts of comedy videos.
That is fantastic. Now, do you have a website where fans can check you out and see where you're
Yes.
performing live in the city? What
The
is that
easiest
website?
way to find me is to go to greathiphop.com. That's my whole website, Great Hip Hop. Also, anyone on Twitter, it's SOCE and the number 2, SOCE2.
It's a whole new world of that Twitter.
Yes.
I'll tell you.
I only joined it like a couple months ago with great regret. But now I'm there, and, you know, I knew I would get addicted immediately. And
Oh, really? Oh, that's great. Now, being this sort of like impresario of the hip hop world, you produce your own music.
Yes.
You write your own stuff as well. Is there anybody that you would love to collaborate with, a hip hop contemporary or even like an R&B contemporary? Because you know there's a great combination that happens when hip hop sort of like crosses into other arenas.
Yeah, you know, I'm down for anybody. I say aim for the top, you know. I want to do tracks with Eminem, T.I., Jay-Z, Nas, you know, all those people.
That's quite ambitious. Lineup
You know, it's
I just hope they don't kick your ass.
you know, because you'd be surprised.
I'd be scared.
I was actually earlier today. I was doing a video for a different TV show,
Right.
and I was doing it right out in the park. So all these people were like,
what were you doing in the park?
I was performing my live music.
Okay. Oh, that's
They
different,
asked
yeah.
for my most salacious music,
Really?
and so I'm performing, and all these people are just like sitting and watching it, and you know, people were coming up to me. They're like, "Yeah, man, that's fresh," and it was like actually talking about, you know, sucking dick or squeeze your ass or whatever, and they were like, "Yeah, man, I dig your style." So you know,
That's,
if you,
and for New Yorkers, that's pretty amazing.
yeah, and
You
they
know,
were
it's-
not like gay dudes saying this to me. They were like, you know, people you would expect would want to kick my butt, but whatevs.
No, we don't. You know, we don't want to promote any kind of like, you know, violence like that or anything. Absolutely not. But I think that's fantastic, and it's really great. You know, it's really great that you do have these really great ambitions and ideas to collaborate with these artists, because it's kind of like, you know, when you put it out there, it happens. It certainly happens. Now, I ask this of anyone in associated in music, because I've lately been interviewing a lot of people in music. We just lost Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
You know, Michael Jackson passed away. Has this affected you as a musical artist? Did you feel the loss?
Well, I mean, I like to think of Michael Jackson. I think of his like first 35 years, and then to me that was like the Michael that I knew and loved.
Right.
And the last 15 I sort of like selectively forgot about. But I mean, you know, he was an important person, and I'm sad that he's gone.
Right.
I'm not good at displaying emotion though, so
It must be a comic thing.
I don't know.
Now, where do you see yourself next? Because right now you're going to be promoting the new album.
Yes.
That's going to be what you're really toting right now and stuff. And where do you want to go? What do you want to do next after?
Well,
after
I'm
the
calling 2009 the year of the collabo.
album? Okay.
Because I've been really reaching out to people this year. Like every week I've been having different artists back in the studio to, you know, come up with new songs together, maybe sell them. I produce music for other artists, so maybe sell them some of my beats. I've been doing a lot of videos with people. So I used to do maybe like 4 shows every week. Now I'm scaling it down to just like 2 or 3, so that I have a couple extra nights to, you know, work on some of the behind the scenes stuff that I'm not trumpeting about as much, but when the song comes out, you'll know.
So you're working on something that's a little more collaborative. You want to work in a venture that's a lot more collaborative, and so that's really phenomenal. Yeah, that's really phenomenal. What, can you tell us any artists that you might be?
Well, I
you
just
hinting
had
at?
Benny E over.
Okay.
She spit on my microwave oven remix, and I just did. There's this other gay hip hop artist named Athens Boys Choir, and I produced an intro to his music video. It was like this old Yiddish tune, because the track is called Easy Heeb. So it was to the tune of Hava Nagila. So I whipped out my violin. I did my best cantor voice. It was fun. And
Oh, that's just great. That's fantastic. Now, you said you came from New Hampshire, and now you're a New York transplant. Do you find that the music scene here is more vibrant than anywhere else?
Well, that's why I had to leave New Hampshire. I have a song on my first album called News, which is like, if you find opportunities in my community, then that's news to me. Because I grew up near Exeter, and our big town nearby is Portsmouth. And I called them up. I was like, yo, I'm this hip-hop artist. They're like, maybe if you bring like a guitar and like sing, you could perform at our club.
You had to perhaps explain what hip hop was to them. To
Yeah.
that
They're
audience.
like, is that what rabbits do with the hippity-hoppity?
Oh, no food here. No food
Yeah,
here.
so that's why I had to move to New York to really, you know, make it.
So you came to New York City how long ago?
I've been here for 6 years now.
6 years. Okay, and you must have been like overdose for your senses, because here it's really kind of like prevalent.
Well, I was, even though I grew up in New Hampshire, I always feel like I was meant to be in New York. It was, you know, the moment I got here, I finally felt like I'm home. And, you know, I hit the
Now
subways.
get out.
Something. I co-opted it. I made it mine.
Yeah.
Because, you know, New Hampshire, it's like, you're at home, you want to go anywhere, you got to, like, get in a car, and it's like,
It's
difficult.
it's like the suburbs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But New York, it's so weird because I'll be at home all morning, like, oh, I don't want to leave my place. And then I'll leave, and there's like a million people out. There's, you know, I live out in Lower East Side, in, you know, way East Village. And, you know, there's like bands on the street playing bongos and everything. And it's fun. It's so vibrant. There's just so much happening. I love it.
It's inspiring.
Yeah.
You know, especially if you're sort of like inspired by your environment, you know, to do your music. It's like it's definitely the place to be. You know?
Yeah. One of my biggest hits was based on this reggaeton song that when I lived in Queens, my downstairs neighbor used to play all day long, and I heard it through the floorboards. But even though it was annoying at the time, it's sort of like, I was like, you know, it's actually pretty catchy, so.
And you took it and made it your own.
Yes.
That's fantastic. Now, aside from hip hop, is there any other type of music that maybe you might want to dabble in? Down the road?
Well, I do some sort of R&B style. I used to sing in an a cappella group back in college, and
like a barbershop quartet kind of
yes,
thing?
much like the barbershop. So some of my songs, you'll notice, I become a one-man a cappella group, and I sing all the parts. So that's always fun. I like doing choral stuff, and I can play a little piano and guitar. So I always like when I go home with the family, we'll sing a bunch of old 50s and 60s standards, and I'll be playing the chords on the piano, and the kids will start spinning in circles and dancing. It's a fun time.
And how does your family feel about you pursuing hip hop and being this hip hop star?
They're excited. They've been very supportive. Whenever my parents still live in New Hampshire, but when they're in New York, they'll check out my shows, and my cousins will drop by, and
they come and hear songs like "Sucking Dick" and "Interesting."
well, as they say, we might not play it when we have guests over for dinner.
Okay, all right.
But they appreciate what it's about.
I gotta ask, you know, because it's kind of like, you know, it's one of those awkward things. Like, okay, Mom, don't listen.
No, I immediately, the first thing I do when I come up with a song is I email all my immediate family, my close friends, to be like, hey guys, what do you think of this? And, you know, I'll email it to them, whether it's a song about like brushing your teeth or something else. And, you know, they'll either say, this is great, this is fabulous, or they'll be like, you know, it's just, we don't think it has legs. And it's regardless of the sexual content, because they get it. You know what I mean? Like, sucking dick isn't really about like gay sex. It's actually just about being nice to people and hoping that they'll be nice back to you. So they understood that. Whereas I've done some other songs that are much more just graphic for graphic's sake, and they'll be like, this one, there's no clever hook underneath it, so you might not want to perform it at your shows.
That's wonderful. It's like, it's so nice to hear that they're that involved in your creative process. That's really, really great. And I think we have another video of yours.
Yes,
something
this
else
is
to
one of
show.
my group, I do a lot of sketch comedy videos. So this one's called Talkie.
Okay.
It uses a modern technique called filming stuff and then dubbing in audio.
Okay, all right. So once we get the go-ahead, I'm just setting that up. Once we get the go-ahead, we'll get that going, and just let me know, and we'll go from there, or it'll just appear like magic.
I'll be in mid-sentence, and it'll just...
Sometimes that happens. Here we're going to go. We're going to check it out.
Boy, am I starving.
I'm so hungry, I could eat a whole pineapple.
Who eats whole pineapples? That was moronic.
Well, it's just an expression. No one eats horses either.
Actually, once back in the 8th grade...
Zip it!
All right, everyone, dinner's ready. I prepared potato mash, squash mash, and mash for starters.
Who are all of you people anyway?
Well, I'm Doug and that's Tracy. This is Mary and that's...
Ah, forget about it. Names are stupid.
I think you're stupid.
Agreed. I hate all of you, and I have no idea why I'm here.
We're not even eating real food. We're just miming over empty plates. Hey, I worked very hard on that fake soup. Eat up and enjoy.
Wow, this is the best fake soup I've ever tasted.
You sure got that right, I think.
This isn't my real voice.
Strange. This isn't my real voice either.
Hello? Hi. Yes. Hi. Yes, yes. Scoobity ska. Boobity boobity boobity. Uh-huh.
I bet there's no one on the other line.
Those were my real friends. I'm out of this junk hole.
Well, pox on you then. Pox on you.
He can't hear you. He's gone.
I was just saying it for effect.
Well, it looks like it was very effective. Ha 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 ha.
Okay, meal's over. Everybody scram. I don't want to see any of you louses here again.
Thanks for the food, Mary. It was real lovely. Not.
Well, that was great. That was really great. And that was a video project that you worked on.
Yes, I wrote it. I conceived it. I invited all my friends to come, and we made it happen.
Oh, and again, because we're wrapping up soon, where can people come see you? How can they find you? Your
All
website?
my shows are listed on myspace.com/SOCE, and my own website is greathiphop.com.
And the album is dropping again?
August 1st, Master of Fine Arts. Download it from iTunes.
Word. Yeah, you'll definitely want to do that. And, you know, anytime you want to come by and you know, do your lyrical stylings here, we would be so lucky and happy to have you.
Yeah, I'd love to.
Yeah, and
I got tracks.
He's got tracks, folks. And, you know, very grateful that you did drop by and pick up the album. The artist is Soce. And I'm JC Alvarez, and this has been Talking About.